About 4 weeks ago, a TDS YouTuber with the name of Corso organized a big tournament to celebrate his Discord server hitting 50,000 members. The tournament was supposed to consist of 5 rounds, each lasting for 5 days, and the winners of the tournament would receive 10,000, 5,000, and 2,500 Robux, respectively. However, this was not the case here, and you will soon know why later in the video. Personally, I haven't participated in any tournament before, so I decided to take things professionally for once and join the Corso tournament to both gain some experience in the game and get my hands on the prize money. Anyways, there were around 1.9 thousand competitors in the tournament, and for round 1, every 10 people would compete against each other. So I hope you understand how the tournament worked now, because we're gonna be looking further into it. For round 1, players have to beat Autumn Falling on Fallen Mode solo. Sounds easy, right? But it's with paintballers in yellow round. Okay, still not too bad. I can just use engineer and no, you have to beat it with these requirements. So to sum it up, the rule was being fallen on Autumn Falling with no special towers, including Gatling gun, pursuit, mortar and mode base, no golden towers, and no consumables. However, I could still use cowboy and warden, so that could help a bit. Oh, I forgot to mention, you also had to speedrun the mod, so I also had to win with the fastest time possible. A hard challenge, I would say, but definitely not impossible. After Corso announced round 1, I wasted no time and tried to find the best loadout for this challenge. This was my initial strategy. 1 early game tower, 1 support tower, 1 eco tower, and 1 late game tower. This will later be changed several times, and I also threw paintballer in the trash can because it can't do crap in fall. On my first attempt, I used shotgunner as my early defense, 8 leg on wave 5. I tried using electroshocker, a really underrated tower for the game by the way, and it did much better and allowed me to farm for minigunner for wave 7 when the fallen score appeared. Honestly, electroshocker is the GOAT of fallen, as it made round 14 and 19 a complete cakewalk. Things didn't get difficult until wave 35, when the fallen honor guard managed to leak my defense, forcing me to micro my towers in order to kill it. Unfortunately, even after multiple attempts, I just couldn't get past wave 39, as there's no way for my towers to kill the fallen jester in time before they buff the fallen guardians, doubling their HP. The best attempt I got is when I got the guardian down to 14k HP, but I couldn't finish it. Sure, I could have sold more towers to kill it, but that would mean my front defense would be completely crippled and I would lose on wave 40 anyways. So it's time to change the strategy. I used Trapper for early defense and it did fairly well, but I ended up relying on it too much and died on wave 14. I used Molten and didn't do real well. Molten is a really weak tower on Fallen and I leaked a lot, but still somehow managed to survive up to wave 22 using only Molten as my DPS. I spent the next 5 hours finding a strategy that could help me win this challenge, but I just couldn't find one. I couldn't even win Fallen on this map, let alone speedrunning it. Then, something just popped up in my head. I remember a tower that had been waiting for me since the beginning. Oh right, I can use Ace Pilot. I forgot about it. I'm just gonna switch to military base then. Military base is honestly a really great tower. Not only can it be a great option for defending, but it also has an ability to let you bomb on the enemies you want. And this is just what I need for wave 39.
I'm about to blow.
So for the next match, I use military base for early defense and yeah, that would take way too long, so I organized my loadout, and this is the final result. Cowboy for both eco and early defense, military base for mid game, and minigunner and ranger for late game. On my first attempt, I died to wave 33 since I didn't kill the fallen summoner quick enough and its minions ended up running to my base. For my second attempt, I managed to kill the wave 33 summoner, but died to another one on wave 38. This guy really likes to piss me off, doesn't he? People usually say third time the charm, but I already spent hours on this tournament, and I felt like giving up already. But I'm determined to pass at least round 1, so I did another match. This time, I got past both wave 33 and 38, killed all the jester on wave 39, and finally, the final wave. The king himself showed up. My towers killed all the other enemies and focused on the fallen king, but he was going past my tower's range. When all hope is lost, this happened. I won! With a time of 30 minutes and 28 seconds, I quickly uploaded the video and submitted the run. Now I just had to wait. Alright, this is the day. Let's see the result. Wait, there's no result, only an announcement. Oh god. The worst thing I could have thought of actually happened. So basically, I had to redo round 1 because it was too difficult for most players. So it means all those hours went to waste. This wasn't great at all. I was obviously frustrated that all of my efforts meant absolutely nothing. But what's worse is that the round would now last for only 3 days. And I was spending a lot of time practicing tug of war in my class to prepare for our school sports day. This meant that I didn't have much time to play at all. Luckily, the new round 1 was made to be much easier, which was to speedrun Molten on Autumn Falling with the same restriction as before. So during my free time, I hop into TDS and test out some loadouts. My first loadout used Shotgunner as early defense, DJ as support, Farm for eco, and Warden for DPS. I still didn't use Paintballer because I thought it was useless. Speedrunning Molten is really easy, so I really don't have anything interesting to show you. Let's just say I did a few attempts and got my fastest time with this loadout so far, which was 11 minutes and 14 seconds. Pretty fast, but nothing crazy, and I'm very certain that people will easily beat this time. For fear of me getting eliminated, I did some more research and found out that Paintballer is actually good. I tested it out myself and oh my god, it's running really fast. How about 2 of them? Whoa. For the entire time, I could have used Paintballer as my early defense and replaced Shotgunner with Commander. As a result, I decided this to be my final loadout and start playing. The 2 Paintballers held up to round 6, allowing me to get Warden for the slows on wave 7. After that, I just kinda kept balancing between plexing Wardens and farming. I shredded the slow boss, speedy boss was no problem, and even though Warden focused on high single target DPS, it did very well against breakers as I changed most Warden's targeting on strongest. leaving some on first to clean up the leaking enemies. Now for the final wave. I used the APC ability, did the CTA chain, and the Molten boss was dying really fast. The boss did get out of the warden's range, but I quickly moved them to finish the job. My final time was 10 minutes and 59 seconds, much faster than the previous runs. I did some more runs before deciding to submit this run. The submit command didn't work, and other players also faced the same issue. Seeing that, I waited for the next day to try again. The tournament channel in the Discord server is not here. Oh, don't tell me that.
I have some very bad news regarding the ongoing tournament. For some reason, everything has been completely wiped. Every player listed as participating, every submission made, everything is gone. I have no idea how this could have happened, and there doesn't seem to be anything I can do to fix it. We would have to completely restart the tournament, and I don't believe I can trust this bot. I'll figure out some kind of server competition. I'm very sorry.